fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Sunday the 12th of February 2023. I hope you are keeping well, and if it's morning where you are, I hope you've had a good night's sleep, unlike me. That's the second night running of a very poor quality rest, hardly any sleep. Have you ever noticed when men are intoxicated on alcohol and toxic masculinity and are pretending to want to fight, that they make a lot of noise? Well, that's something I haven't witnessed for a long time, thankfully, and that didn't happen last night. But cats, without the need of alcohol, can do something similar. They can make the most ungodly racket you've ever heard. At 2 a.m., there's one. It wasn't my cat. My cat was woken up by the noise as well. There is one beautiful looking cat, black with white feet. It's the latest. I don't know what to say, really. Johnny come lately. He's wants to prove himself as the dominant male around. I think he's quite young. And he's been into my house and stolen my cat's food several times. I've chased it out. Anyway, last night he decided that he was going to make a lot of noise about fighting another cat right outside my bedroom window. And I could not get the thing to stop without actually going out and throwing water over them eventually after about 15 minutes. But by that time, of course, I was wide awake and unable to get back to sleep. And so I am immensely tired today. Really tired. But I shall attempt the game of Sudoku nevertheless. Now, this is the Observer, since it's Sunday, and that means I have absolutely no idea of what level this game is intended to be. Easy, medium, or hard. So if you are new to Sudoku, here's a very quick rundown of the rules. We have... Oh, I hope the mouse is going to work okay. 9 squares in this row, and indeed every row down. And we have 9 squares in this column and every column. And what do? We fit the digits 1 to 9 in each square, each of the squares, 1 digit per square, of course. And since there are 9, no digit is allowed to repeat. Now, that's not all, though. There's a little bit more to do. We have these small 3x3 grids, 9 of them, and they also must contain the digits 1 to 9. We use logic to find the answer. For example, we say that 3 blocks up here and 3 blocks... Oh, didn't need that one. Just 3 blocks up here. That's good enough. My eyes it shows you my eyes are... fortunately, there is no camera on me because my eyes are half shut at the moment. I'm really tired. But anyway, 3 blocks up this column cannot reappear in this column because we have a 3 already. And that means since all of these squares are already filled in with digits, a 3 must go in that position. Got it? Okay. Now, we have 3 blocking across here and 3 blocking up here, and that means that 3 has to be in either this square or this square. Can't say which one, but it's either this one or this one, and whichever one it appears in, it definitely can't come down and reappear in these squares. And then we have 3 blocking across here and across here, so that's going to put a 3 there. Let's have a look and see what the missing digits are in this block now that we've got a nice little slot here. They are 1, they are 8, and 1, 8, and 6. Right, 1, 8, and 6, so that puts 8 down here. Actually, look, there's 7s down here as well, so this is a 7 and 8 here. And this is going to be 1 and 2 up here, right? This is 7 and 8, so this has to be 1 and 2. So that means 2 blocks down here, 2 blocks down here. That will be our 2. Now we know this is 1, I've forgotten, 1, 6, and 8. And so this is not, so that's going to be 4, isn't it? Right, so that's how we start the game. Now, if this is 7 and 8, this is 9 and 4. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. And this was what, 1 and 2, so this is going to be 5 and 6. So we've got a blocking 6 here, so the 6 goes there and the 5 goes there. What can I see? Anything? Okay, I have a feeling this is not an easy puzzle, but I could be wrong, but I've seen something anyway. I don't know if it means anything though. I've got 4 and 6 blocking here and 4 and 6 blocking here. That means, oh, it does mean something, yeah. Okay, missing digits from here are 1, 4, 6, 8, I do believe. Now we've got 4 and 6 blocking here, 4 and 6 blocking here. So only 6 and 4 must appear in these two squares. Yes, that's right. 6 and 4 must appear in these two squares. Now this can't be 6. So the 6 must go there and the 4 must, 4 must go in those squares. And it will leave 1 and 8 in those squares, but we can't say which is which just yet. But anyway, we did something, so we got the 4 blocking here, and we know that 4 blocks down here, so that is our 4, and the last number to place here is a 9. This 6 blocking across here and 6 blocking across here, so that's our 6, and we're left with 1 and 8 here. Now this is 1 and 8, and this is 1 and 8, so these squares cannot contain 1 or 8 because this must only be 1 or 8. There's no unique rectangles, by the way, for those who know what I'm talking about if you're not a beginner. So these can't contain 1 or 8, so they must contain 5, 7 and 9, and we've got 7 blocking those squares, so we know that's our 7, and we'll be left with 5 and 9 here. So that puts 5s in those squares and 9s in those squares, which is, yes, fits, doesn't it? Okay, but doesn't help. Fits but doesn't help. Anyway, but if this is 5 and 9, we can then work out that this is 1 and 8. Again, yeah, okay, 1, 8, 1, 8, 1, 8 over here, 1, 8 there. See how it all ties together. 1, 8 up here as well. But if this is, there's too many to work out down here. I hope I don't have to work this out, but 1, 8. I have a feeling this game is going to be tough. It just feels like it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like it. Alright, let's maybe... okay, so we know that 2s are in these squares. Okay, we've got 4 down here and across like so. That puts 4 there. Rest of the stuff is very symmetrical again, which is not good. Okay, 6 across these 2 rows and a 6 up here. There's our 6. 6 down, down, and across here. Puts a 6 into that square. 6 across here, and down here. 6 goes there. Oh, that's our first completed digit. Okay, let's move along. Wow, that's the only 8 on the board. I think this game is going to be at least a medium level. As I said, the observer doesn't announce the difficulty level of its puzzles, and I always try to give you a heads up when I play the game. And I'm going to say it's not a beginner level puzzle. I'm going to say it's at least a medium level. It could even be a hard level game, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to say medium for now. 3's blocking up here like this, and 3 across there. 3 across. Okay, 3 and 6 are done. Okay, we have 2 blocking these 2 squares and this square. So 2 must appear in these 2 squares. We have 7 blocking across here and across here, and 7 up here. So we have ourselves a pair of 2 and 7 just here. These 2 squares can only comprise 2 or 7, nothing else. What does that mean? It means 9's blocking across these 2 rows gives us a 9 in that square. And since we know that this is 2 and 7, we know that this is 1 and 8. Yeah, of course, it's 1, 8, 1, 8, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to have a lot of 1s and 8s to fill in at the end. Anyway, this is 2 and 7. Let's see what else we can get, if anything. So the 1s, no, we don't know. The 5s, we have no idea. And the 8s are in the top, but that doesn't really help. So that's it. Now, I did work this out before, and now I've entirely forgotten what it was. Oh yeah, this was 1 and 8. So this was the other thing, which is not 1 or 8. So it's 5 and 9. So now we've got the 9 blocking down there, so that's our 9. This will be our 5. Maybe it is an easy level, but it's taking you through in a very guarded way. I don't know though. Difficult to, I like the puzzle. I like it. It's kind of forcing me along in a particular path, which is always a nice thing to do in Sudoku, I think. Yeah, of course, we're back to 1, 8 down here again. What's missing from down here? I can't even remember. We are looking for 7 and 8 down there. Okay. 2 blocks. This blocks along here and down here. So this means that 2 will be in one of these 2 squares here, right? So that can't be 2. This blocks 2 there, and this blocks 2 there. So in this row, that must be our 2. 7 now blocks across these 2 rows, so that would be our 7. And 7 blocks down here and down here, that's our 7 there. 7 across here and down here puts a 7 into that, 7 into that square. 7 across here, here's our 7. Here's our 8, one of our first 8s. So that means this now cannot be 8. That will be 8, and this will be 1. And 1's obviously blocking here and here, so this will be 1. 8 blocks across here, so this is 8. The missing number here, 9. 9 blocking across these 2 rows gives us a 9 there. Missing number down here is a 2. Missing number here is a 5. 5 blocks up here, putting a 5 there. 5 across here and across here puts a 5 into that square. 5 blocking like this means that this is our 5 here. And our 9 blocking up here and down here puts a 9 into that square there. Right, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9 are all done. So we're still looking for 1s, 8s in addition to 2 and 4. Right. Now, are we ready for our 1/8s yet, or not quite there yet? Do we have any? Okay, we've got 8 blocking up here. So that means this is our 8, and this will be our 1, and this will be our 1, and this will be our 8, and this will be our 8, and this will be our 1, and our 1 will be up here. Right, missing number here looks to be a 4, I think. Okay, so 4 blocks up here and 4 blocks across there, so that's our 4. We still have an 8 to block here and put an 8 in that square and block this way, putting an 8 there. We need a 1 for this first block, and 1 blocks across here, so that gives me a 1 there. Then we just need 2s to finish the game. So I'm gonna call it a medium. It could be easy or hard, I really don't know. Difficult to judge. There we are. Maybe that's a good reason why the observer doesn't bother to grade its puzzles, but an enjoyable puzzle anyway. That's it. Bye bye.